everyone, welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and this is going to be my first collective tarot preview for the next week. So it is going to apply for the coming week starting on the 8th of February. For my tarot readings, I always use the Rider-Waite tarot. This might be familiar for those of you who knows a little about tarot. I like using this deck because it is relatively easy to read but still very rich in symbols. So every time I make a reading for the next week ahead, I ask three questions. The first question is, what is the main energy of the coming week? The second is that what are the risks and potential during the coming week? And the third one is about an advice. So how we can best approach the challenges and the situations that are waiting for us during the next week. I always draw 6 cards, so 3 cards from the major arcana and 3 cards from the minor arcana. So in every column I have one minor arcana and one major arcana, but you will see it soon. One more thing regarding my readings, I also work with reversed cards and shuffle the deck accordingly so that some cards are upside down and read them this way. This is something that I'm not going to show you today because interestingly enough today every card has come up in a normal position. Okay, having said this, let's get started. The first card that we have here as the main energy of the week is number 8 from the major arcana. This is the strength card. And this is really about inner strength. It is about finding our inner strength and also dealing with the beasts within and dealing with those driving inner forces and instincts that are all inside of us and that are maybe sometimes hard to deal with. But the way of dealing with them, as you can see on this card, is a nice and compassionate and lovely and caring approach. So it is really about drawing upon your inner strengths and also connecting to them and also turning them into creative, productive forces by taming the animal with a lovely gesture with compassion and spirit. The minor arcana that connects to this is the Two of Cups. And what we see here is that we have here a red lion too. And the lion is, again, it's always about inner strength, force, and a noble energy. And given that we have this on both cards, it's a clear message that we are going to have this inner strength during the week. And this minor arcana tells us that we are also going to have the potential of a partnership, of a new promising beginning between two parties or two people. And it's going to be key here that we turn to each other, that we really try to cooperate with each other, and we use this impulse to create together something even bigger, right? I can also explain this card as a card of kind of a transformation where we have a thesis, then we have an antithesis, and together we can create a synthesis. So the sum of two is more than 1 + 1. We can create something even bigger together. Again, if we are ready to cooperate and if we are ready to take those internal forces. Okay, so these are the main energies for the week, and what we have here in the middle is two cards that are talking about the risks and potentials, and the main card here is the Tower. The Tower is, I must say, it's a bit of a difficult card because it always refers to a sudden, violent change. It's about upheaval. It's about um, a change which comes from outside. It often represents a situation when we are sitting in the middle of something and in the belief that everything is okay, and all of a sudden something happens, and it turns out that it's not like this, it's not the way we thought, but there is a big change coming, and it forces us to rethink a lot of things. So the Tower situation is one of those not that nice situations. I have experienced this many times, and believe me, um, it can be really scaring, and it is one of those experiences that really shakes your core because your very basic beliefs are being challenged, and it's really about a change, um, because there is a situation here which has reached its limits, and it just cannot go on like this, and that's why this change has to happen whether we like it or not. And even if it's very scary, it carries a really big potential in itself, because this way we have the possibility to create something new on the new base, on the new ground, right? The other card that we have here as a risk and potential is the Two of Swords. And this is about a situation where, as you can see, when we are sitting with something, maybe there is a decision to be made. Maybe we have to make a choice, but at this point, as you can see, we are not able to make this choice yet. There is a kind of a balance when we are just sitting there and thinking and thinking, and we really don't know which way to go. And the reason for this is because we don't have all the necessary information available at this point. And talking about necessary information, I must also say here that this necessary information lies not just only in the outside world, but it also lies within us. This water is in the background, um, signifies that we have to check in with our own emotions. We have to check in with our inner compass. We have to meditate. We have to reconnect to our feelings and to our intuition, because they are going to be also a very important factor in this decision. So again, this card together with the Tower card signifies that yes, after this upheaval, after this challenge, there we may end up in a new kind of a balance where for the time being we don't really know how to go on and which way to go. Okay, way to go. It's a nice bridge to the next card, which is about the advice. And we have here the Fool, one of my favorite cards in the whole tarot deck. The Fool is the quintessence of the whole tarot. This is the end and the beginning. And the Fool encourages us to be to trust ourselves, to be open, and to be ready to go on a new journey, even if we have no idea where is it exactly going, where is it going to take us. So the Fool encourages us to be open, to trust ourselves, to trust our inner voice, here represented by this white dog. And it's very interesting because we have already talked about this self-confidence here in the with the strength cards, right? So they are resonating with each other and they reassuring each other. And interestingly, what we also have here, completing the Fool, is the Seven of Wands, which is also about inner strength. It's also about a situation where we have to stay on the ground, where it is going to be important to know who we are, what do we stand for, and also demonstrate our power, because it may be that we are going to be involved in some conflicts where it is going to be important that we stay on this ground and that we make clear what is important for us and that we fight for this, right? So this is again about finding our inner strength, trusting ourselves and be confident. This is a very interesting thing that we have this message several times in this reading. One more thing to this card, and this is this is also about a situation where, again, we are in a kind of a conflict or a competition or something like this, something similar. And it is also about accepting that not everyone can always win. So it can be that at the end we are going to settle an argument or a conflict with a solution where not everyone is totally happy. And this is something that we have to accept because we often have situations like this in life. So, yeah, life is life. Life is sometimes like this, which doesn't mean that we have to win at all costs. But please keep in mind during the week, if you get involved in a conflict, that what is important, that you trust yourself, you fight for yourself, for your position, and please remember that it's not about making everyone happy all the time. Okay, so I would like to wrap this up again and show you again all the three columns, because this is something that I always find very interesting, and I would like you to take a look during I sum this up again. I hope that it is visible like this. So again, what we have here as a main energy is the Strength card. It's really about finding your inner resources, connecting to them, finding the force that is within you, and also taming this beast. And as we can see here in both cards, empathy and cooperation are going to be very important during this week. Here in the risks and potential column, what we see here is a sudden change, which may be very unpleasant, but it is again a very necessary experience, because this is going to support us in a new beginning, right? And what we also have here is a new balance, a situation where we maybe at first don't know which way to go, and therefore it is going to be important that we check in with our inner compass and listen to our intuition and inner voice. Again, the advice is the Fool. So to stay confident, to trust yourself, just like what we have seen here again, and to start on a new journey with confidence and openness. And this message is confirmed by this card again. It also encourages us to stay strong, to trust ourselves, to stay confident, and make sure that if we get involved in a conflict situation or in a kind of a competition, that we have to stand firm and fight for our rights, and make sure that that we really that we really try to not to win at every cost, but to make sure that we really that we really how do I say this? Oh, come on! So that to make sure that we fight for our position. Okay. I really hope that you like it, and I hope that you have found this useful. I'm very much looking forward to hearing your feedback. Please click on the like button if you liked it, and in case you liked it, well, it may be that I will post new videos next week. I wish you a very, very successful week ahead. I wish you that just like the fool, you start a new week with confidence, with openness, and yeah, may the inner force be with you. Yeah, thank you so much for your attention. I hope you liked it, and yeah, see you next time. Have a great week ahead. Ciao!